Hey, what's going on, guys? Blue Eyes White Guys here again. I'm Horizon. In today's video, I'm going to be doing another deck profile for you guys. Today's deck profile will be on the True Draco Invoked Spellbook deck. I know I say this in every video, but I haven't made a video in a long time. Usually, I just play the same deck during the format. I don't change decks at all, so I feel like there's not really a point to keep making deck profiles on the same deck. I usually just do them whenever another ban list comes up. I actually just recently got back last Saturday from the Charlotte, North Carolina regionals. Apocalypse actually got top 32. He got 27th place. Pretty proud of him. I got 75th. I went 4-4, played 4 rounds of Trick Stars, so that was fun. But I'm going to try to round him up and try to get him to do a deck profile on his deck. He played True Draco, Wind Witch, Invoked. So I'm going to try to get him to do a deck profile on that very soon. But this deck is for the updated February 2018 ban list. So let's go ahead and get started with this deck profile. For the main deck, of course, for the Draco engine, I run the 2 Masterpiece, 2 Draco Phoenix, and then I play the 1 Majesty Maiden. I don't play Ignis. I don't find a use for Ignis. Every time I played Ignis, I just sided them out. I would rather play 2 Mariamne. I did play 3. I'd like it to play it at 3, but the deck's so tight. I already play 43 cards, so I just figured I'd cut it down to 2. Mariamne's so good. Pop with Diagram, get 2 searches. Everyone knows what it does. So that is it for the Draco monsters. Then I play, of course, 3 Alistair for your Invoked engine. Searches your spell card, the fusion card, Invocation. Sorry, I forgot the name of it. Just really good card. Everyone knows what it does. Thought about playing 2 of them, but I don't know. I like it at 3. I like seeing it in my open hand. I do play 2 Invocation and 2 Magical Meltdown, so I could cut down one of those. But I'll explain my reasoning on that when I get to them. And then I play the 1 Blue Boy for the Spellbook engine. Just searches out your secrets or your knowledge, and Spellbook engine just allows you to draw 2. For hand traps, I play 2 Ash, 2 Ogre, and then 2 Droll. If I had Gammas, I would probably side the Drolls and play Gamma. But I don't. I would like to bump up Ash and Ogre to 3. I just don't have access to a 3rd Ash or a 3rd Ogre. Ashes are a little expensive, and I'm a college kid, so I can't really afford those. But those are the hand traps that I run. During the entire regional, I did not see a single hand trap. The times that I did, I were already so far ahead for my opponent. During every Trick Star match, like I said, I played 4 rounds of Trick Stars, didn't see a single hand trap, so probably having these bumped up to 3 would be a whole lot better and be more ideal, but I see them when I need them, I guess. I always see them at locals, never at a regional. And that's actually it for the monsters. For the spells, of course, we play Triple Diagram and then 2 Magical Meltdown. Now, the reason why I play 3 Alistair and 2 Magical Meltdowns because it actually runs set rotation. So having access to more Meltdowns allows me to use set rotation efficiently. And it always allows me to always see an Invoked engine in my deck no matter what. I would probably prefer to play 1 Meltdown, but where I play set rotation, I just feel like it's necessary to always give my opponent a Meltdown. I would never give my opponent a Diagram unless I just absolutely needed to. But that is it for the field spells. To search out the field spells, of course, I play 3 Terraforming and then the 1 set rotation. I like set rotation a lot. I don't run Oracle and I don't side Oracle. I just always like using set rotation because it gives me access to field spells if I don't have a Terraforming, and then I can always set it and then activate it on my opponent's turn when they try to activate a field spell, and it just locks them out from using theirs. For the other spells, I play 2 Invocation. The reason I play 2 is because a lot of times my opponent will just banish mine with the Galaxy Cyclone. Or Cosmic Cyclone, sorry. And I just like having 2. I don't like drawing it. but two, it just feels more safe for me. It gives me comfort knowing that I'll always have an invocation no matter what, even if my opponent Cosmic Cyclones one. For the Draco spells, I run 2 Heritage and then 2 Disciples. Just gives you draw power. I don't like running 3 and 3. I run such a small Draco engine that I never really see them or see anything other than Masterpiece first turn a lot anyway. I don't really go into the grind game a lot with this deck, so just having 2 and 2 always reassures me that I have them, but I'm not running too many where I'll brick with them. I thought about cutting down to 1 each, but I just like having the safety net of always having multiple copies of either one. Spellbook engine, 2 knowledge, 2 secrets. There's no need to play more than 2 of these. It's a lot of times I'll even side out 1 secrets. There's just no need to play 3 of each. It's pretty bad. And then for a 1 of, I play of course the 1 Monster Reborn. We lost Max C, but at least we got Monster Reborn. Monster Reborn's actually insane in this deck. If you don't have access to a monster to tribute with Masterpiece, you can always use Monster Reborn. Let's say they ask you first turn, you'll have access to their monster to tribute over with Masterpiece. So it's always nice to know that you always have monsters to be able to special summon with Monster Reborn. It's a really good card. It's just a card that is just a generic 1 of that can go in any deck. I actually had an LOB Monster Reborn, but I sold it, and it makes me sad that I don't have it anymore, but at least I got this common. That's it for the spells. For the traps, I run the 1 Apocalypse, or 2 Apocalypse, and then 1 Return. I don't like running 3 Apocalypse, and of course I have to run the 1 Return, unfortunately. But the traps are good. It always allows you to pop a monster, and it's just more fodder for Masterpiece and more spells and traps to tribute with Masterpiece. Playing the mirror match, you always want to tribute over Masterpiece with a trap card, so your opponent can't use their Masterpiece to tribute over a trap card, and it's able to pop yours, or use a diagram to pop their trap and then pop yours. You always want to use a trap card, so having 2 Apocalypse and 1 Return is always nice. For the other traps, I run the entire brand new Solemn Brigade with the 3 strike, 1 warning, and now the 1 judgment. I used to have a secret judgment, but I sold it, and it makes me say I don't have it anymore. But like with the Monster Reborn, I have the common. I haven't really tested out Judgment a lot, to be honest with you. I don't know how I feel about it. You're not really worried about life points in this deck, so having multiple negates is always great. Judgment just, I mean, it's good because it just stops everything. Most of the time, I sided it out when I was playing it with it. So I don't know how I feel about it, but I don't know. I might cut down Strike to 2, but it's just always nice to have some sort of disruption. And that's it for the main deck. I play 43. This deck's so consistent that I feel like playing a little bit over 40 is not going to kill it. For the extra deck, I run 2 Mechaba, of course. Don't really feel like playing 3 of these is necessary. I don't ever feel like I need to go into a 3rd one. Whenever I do make Mechaba, I usually have game anyway, so there's really no point. I also play 2 Purgatrio. I did cut this down to 1, but it's actually such a good card. During the regional, one guy actually used Scapegoat against me when he was playing ABC, and after I redeclared my battle, I was able to OTK him with Purgatrio. It's just an all-around good card, and it just puts pressure on your opponent. You can OTK him most of the time. Then I play 2 Raging. I don't know. I feel like I don't need 2 Raging, but it's just such a good card that I always have access to a lot of wins anyway. Most of my first turn boards usually consist of Masterpiece and Raging anyway. So, do I need to? Probably not, but it's nice to have. I play one Kaliga, one water, and then one earth. The earth is just a big beater, and the water is just good in general. I was playing Elysium until I found out a stupid ruling about it, and I got a game loss over at the regional, so I'm not playing that card anymore. But that is it for the Invoked fusions. For the Z's, I play one Calamities and then the one Baguska. A lot of times you can make Calamities with a Mechaba and a Mariamne, and then Baguska is just a good generic rank 4 that you can use Kaliga and Alistair to go into, and it's a really good card. It puts pressure on your opponent. And then the rest are Cherries targets. I play one Dragon Buster, one Toad, one Crystal Wing, and then the one Omega. I don't ever play against Spiral anymore. Even at the regional, I didn't play against Spiral, and I had it as a Cherries target, so I took out Double Helix and just threw in a Omega. Toad, it's not really hard to get over, but it's just there for Paleo, and then Dragon Buster is Dragon Buster. Crystal Wing, I actually have a hard time getting over with my deck, so having a Cherries target for Crystal Wing is always nice. And then Omegas for Pendulum. And then for the side deck, it's all about the personal preference, but this is what I play. Play 2 Cherries. This should be 3. 2 Sticky String because I don't have Gamma Seals. 2 Cosmic Cyclone for back row disruption if I need more of it. System Downs for ABC. Spell Shattering Arrow for the Mirror Match. Dimensional Barriers. And then I play triple anti-spell. I'd probably take out one anti-spell for a 3rd Cherries if I had it. I don't know. I like playing anti-spell for Pendulum and then having D-Barrier for Pendulum. The deck's not completely dead. It's still an actually really good deck. But that is actually it for the side deck. And that is the deck profile. Like I always say, if you haven't already, make sure you click subscribe to stay up to date with all of our Yu-Gi-Oh content. And I will try to get Blake or Apocalypse over one day to do a deck profile on his top 32 Draco, Wind Witch, Invoked deck. He ran like 4 engines. I think he ran the Spellbook engine. I'm not too sure. But again, like I always say, hopefully you guys enjoy this deck profile. And if you already, click subscribe to stay up to date with all of our Yu-Gi-Oh content. I'm Horizon, and remember, believe in the heart of the cards.